So I just watched X-Men 97, Episode 8, Dead Man's Hand. It's a day late. I'm sorry. But this is the episode I guess everyone's been waiting for, who's been a non-comic book fan has been waiting for it because they want Gambit to come back, and everyone who's a comic book fan wants it to come back because we all love Death Horseman Gambit. Yeah, it was fine. I think this is the problem, though, with this episode. That there is a big overarching problem with it. But I'm not going to talk about that later on. But we get Gambit with his cool... I don't even know how to describe his power. So it's like he touches people and they become evil instead of exploding, and his powers really don't explode anymore. So I don't know how to describe it. It's not telekinetic energy. It's like erasing being energy. Like he erases souls because their bodies are still there, but they aren't type deal. So I don't know. I don't actually understand his powers. I feel like this episode should have been a two-parter because I love seeing Gambit as Death, but they did it in 25 minutes, so they moved that pretty fast. Like, I've always been someone who's like, these Netflix and Disney Plus and all these shows, streaming platforms should have like 20 episode seasons. I'm sorry. We were able to make 25 episode seasons in the 90s. Why can't we do it with better technology nowadays? It should be cheaper and just as fast. We should be having 50 episode seasons. But no, we're stuck at 10. And this season is 9. Which doesn't make any sense. But, well, here we are. I heard that they just started work on season 4. So that means season 3 is done. So that's coming out probably next year sometime. But this is one of these episodes that needed 2 episodes. So we should be at least 10 episodes in. It felt like there was a missing episode. It feels like this episode was rushed. It feels incomplete. Let's say that. It feels incomplete, which is probably Gambit's powers in the first place, because the people he touches are technically incomplete. They're not 100% there anymore. But here I am, and I'm like watching this episode, and I'm like, it feels kind of rushed. Like, I even noticed an editing error. Well, with Jean Grey is inside the plane, when the L-plane's going down, X-Force's L-plane's going down, Jean Grey's inside the plane with Scott, and then sees immediately outside the plane, stopping the plane. By the way, she was outside the plane to begin with, so they made a mistake with Jean Grey in this episode. So I was like, oh, okay, there's 2 Jeans. Okay, the one's probably Madeline Pryor. Joking. But we all knew Gambit was coming back if you were a Marvel fan, and we all knew he was going to be super powerful. It was cool seeing Nightcrawler be, like, unleashed, if I could say that, because he took down X-Force and the X-Men teams basically by himself. which was just amazing to watch. But yeah, seeing Evil Gambit, that's great. He was fun. But it was just one of those things, Trick. Why is Gambit, why was this episode so fast? Like, we should have, 2 episodes with Evil Gambit, and then the last one was whatever this next episode's gonna be. Which is probably gonna be Apocalypse coming back. But, I don't know. Now, here's my big complaint. I already just complained. That's not even the big complaint. When you see the opening credits, there were 4 directors for this episode. Which may explain why this episode felt rushed. But 4 directors for an episode of X-Men 97, it's like there's too many cooks in the kitchen. Like, pick one. You can't have Gordon Ramsay and, I don't know, who name another big chef in the same kitchen. And you have 4 of them. So, I don't know, this episode just seemed rushed, and it was fine. I do kind of miss Mullet Gambit, because when he became the Horseman, he had a huge mullet go down his back, but that's more early 2000s, late 90s style, so yeah. I guess they didn't do it because of that, or they just wanted to keep him actually looking like Gambit. But yeah, it was a fun episode. I would still give it an 8 out of 10, maybe. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. It's not bad. It's just the fact that I felt rushed. I think it could have been a 10 out of 10 episode if it had build up and it had an extra episode. It just seemed like it just came out of nowhere, did its thing, and left. So, I don't know. Too many cooks in the kitchen, I think. This whole season kind of felt like there was too many cooks in the kitchen. Episodes just seemed like they don't belong with each other type deal. So, it's still a good season. It's still the best Marvel project that's sort of going on besides Spider-Man Noir, Wonder Man, which just got canceled, so that's sad. Which is funny because Wonder Man got canceled the same day that they hired people to write the script. There's no communication. It's like the heads of Marvel should have some little bit more communication with people. But Wonder Man was a good time, one-time watch, so I understand, I guess. I don't really think it would have made the second season look. But this episode, it was good. It just wasn't perfect. It has a lot of things, too many ingredients going into it. Where you just need to make an apple pie, and someone's adding peaches, and someone's adding grapes. No, just an apple pie. Make an apple pie. Don't make a fruit salad. That's just how it felt to me. Too much stuff in one blend or one pie. I don't know, let me know if you guys felt that way too. I think a lot of people I saw review it were it felt rushed. But I think it was more than that. I think it was too many opinions. This season has been that way this entire time. The first 4 episodes were amazing. And then they're we don't know what to do. That's what it kind of seems like. Like, what it feels like is we don't know what to do next. We know what the end game is, but we don't know what to do in the middle type deal. Like, I like the Paul Ellis episode, and I like the first 4 episodes. But at the same time, we're on episode 8 of 9. So 5, 6, and 7 were kind of okay episodes. The Paul Ellis episode, which was last week, was fine. But the 5 and 6 were just like there, and they were fine. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still kind of on a high because I just opened that Pokemon tin and gotta check that video out. But yeah, my sister's texting me now about Spider-Man Brand New Day, so I'm going to see that tomorrow. It looks like it's going to be later at night, so I'll probably do it Saturday, the review for that. But I don't know. It's like I just felt like this episode was like yeah, I would say it's still about an 8 out of 10 though. Like, there was stuff wrong about it, but at the same time it wasn't that bad. See you guys next time. Leave a comment if you think the same about me. Like, do you feel like it was rust? Do you feel like there's too many cooks in the kitchen making too many different pies? Like, you know, it's like watching MasterChef. I've been watching MasterChef because gumdrops on though. I mean Jamie, and it's like watching MasterChef. Like, there's too many people in the kitchen with many opinions, and no one to actually guide it. That's what it feels like. By the way, I'm rooting for Jamie, but I don't know. I don't think she wins because of the fact that she's been talking online about it. I know I think there's an episode tonight, or was it yesterday? I haven't watched it yet. I watched it with my mom. When we get together, we watch one episode if we can. So, yeah. I do have another Netflix series I want to watch. It has a Park Eun-bin in it. Park Eun-bin. But it's in Korean, so I have to watch it maybe a couple times an episode to memorize everything and then be like, okay, this is what happened. But I love my Park Eun-bin, so maybe I'll do that review then. Be like, this episode. I don't know. By the way, speaking of Spider-Man Brand New Day, I did pick him up. Marvel, Brock East Marvel. He's fine. I have a kind of an issue with his arms keep popping off. Like, you get him into a pose and his arm goes flying off. It's like, you're not supposed to use mono glue, but I'm tempted. Woo. It's not bad, it's just that his arms keep popping off. And the sad thing is, this arm needs to pop off because he has a lead gun. Oh, gauntlet. That's one of the reasons I really haven't done a review on that, because his arms keep popping off, and I'm like, he's kind of old to begin with. To be fair, that tin I just opened on Pokemon was old. But, yeah, I don't know. X-Men Episode 8, Dead Man's Hand. By the way, Billy the Kid reference. And the heart monitor with Gambit at the end is the comic book number for Gambit's first appearance, if you didn't know that. So, interesting things though. they reference Apocalypse's love, but in the comics it wasn't a tunnel girl, it was Genesis. He marries Genesis, is his wife. Which is kind of terrifying because his two kids can't really mention their names on YouTube. Woo! Yeah, that's got to go over well. I think Nemesis is what they allow you to say on YouTube, but that is kid's actual name. It would great to see him in Marvel. X-Men 97. Come on, bring on that name. I'm sorry, I'm just having fun. But, yeah, it's just one of those things. I think there was too many cooks. I don't know. See you guys next time, which would be X-Men 90... Not X-Men. Spider-Man Brand New Day. From what I understand, I'm gonna have a good time. But that's what they were told me about Batman vs Superman. So, woo. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I just had to throw in the Batman vs Superman jab somewhere in this video. See us.